A man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They hand this off to Harris. And now the rookie's free. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris, 75 yards. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, They want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. T.J. Watt gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. 2nd and 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This will be caught at Samuel. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Garoppolo on first down. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, 28 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 20. Actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
129 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd down and goal. Dobbs finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Back to throw Dobbs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 20-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is that,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Let's go. 19, target, 19, target.
A give to Harris. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. To throw is Dobbs. And the
throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Well, Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back.
Under pressure, they got him again. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Garoppolo. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, 49ers! Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Dobbs is throwing.
Completion here to Claypool.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
2nd and 10.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing here, Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On play action, it's Dobbs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw is Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Working from the gun. Garoppolo.
Got a man. That's Ayuk.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. That's Samuel, caught left side. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now. And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner, turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 28 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run. Here's Harris. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. All-time high right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Touchdown! George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total. But all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Dobbs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Baby! Let's go. Switch. Quick dash. Come. 21. Watch the safety screen. Watch the
Once again, it's Mostert.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. This is Mostert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. 80. Sit. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shoot.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The kick by Gold is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Here's Anthony McFarland to return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs. Open man. Completes it to Claypool. The 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 88 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo. That's swung out to Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, check right, check right. Watching you grind.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Garoppolo again.
That'll be complete to Sermon.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check 55 for Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, we got to get this stuff.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
It's our time. Check 31, check 31. SOS.
They're going to run it with Harris. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Garoppolo to Ayuk. First down, 49ers.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. I got it.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
They'll swing this out to Mostert.
Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
On second down, Mostert.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw, Garoppolo.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Oh, some strong running. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Able to put it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.